In the previous Danganronpa fan game, In the previous Danganronpa fan, God damn it! In the previous Danganronpa fan game video, a community almost ruined someone's life. No, they were a minor, you sick fucks. Now, what happens when there's a community that supports your work? Let's see. The dev allowed me to show their username and profile pictures, and this fan game is called Danganronpa Alter Nexus. The link is in the description if you want to try it for yourself. Some parts of the messages are cropped out because it has private info we want to avoid because we yapped a lot and the structure is chaotic, random, and wacky. A completely different mood from before. First question, when did you start writing the script? The story, dialogue, all before programming it and making it in a computer. Before she could answer, she chatted with, "Yeah, I make this game mostly for the Japanese community at this point. The English players I get are just like a bonus for me now since I speak Japanese fluently and the community is really nice. But yeah, I guess weird story. It originally started as a fanfiction back in the peak of my DR craze in like 2014. We call Danganronpa DR in the biz." I was working with an artist at the time, but we drifted away after a while. And so the project was on hold until like 2020 when I decided to play around with a visual novel maker over COVID lockdown. Wow, it goes to show that when the passion burns brightly, there's nothing stopping a fan from creating what they want no matter how long it was or how out of their comfort zone this is. Drifted? Were there differences or just kinda stopped chatting and stuff? Soda drifted away since she was also at school at the moment and got super busy. And then what happened? You tinkered with a visual novel maker thing? Yeah, in 2020, and I went, maybe I can do this, and I chipped at it bit by bit, and released the prologue which I basically based on an old fanfic that I revamped into something better. Is the program you use literally called Visual Novel Maker? Tyranno Builder. It's super easy to learn, but it's a bit fiddly. Reason why I still need to look into audio slicers for your sake. Yeah, my ears are really sensitive nowadays. Where did you find out about Tyranno? Maybe a blog post. I think I was searching for easy to learn VN programs. I think it's awesome that you love something so much that you're willing to learn something you're not familiar with, something outside of what you're used to. Isn't that commendable? Shouldn't we encourage more of this? More fan games means more Danganronpa material, more Danganronpa content for the fans, right? So you did all the script by yourself? I've done everything by myself. Still, I don't want to start off every chapter with "Get cozy, everyone. No volume sliders again?" And it's like, yeah, I should probably work on that. It's become a staple of my brand to complain about something. Yeah, the first Danganronpa fan game rant is about the volume and sound effects that are awfully mixed, or that you can't even mix the volume yourself. Why do you do all of that? Help me out here. I'm getting old. My ears aren't getting any young. I think I did like 144 sprites in like 2 months back in 2022. I don't remember the exact number. Jesus, that's a lot. How long do you think you spent on drawing everything? And that's when I was too late to realize that that was a dumb question. I'm actually in the process of remaking them since, my art has definitely improved. I mean, it's an ongoing thing, right? Like, just a constant thing where I draw when I need to. I have a Pixiv if you want to see other art and whatnot I do. Like, I just draw a lot in general, so it's not a burden a lot of the time. The Pixiv link is in the description if you want to check that out, guys. Yeah, that was a dumb question. Are you professionally trained, like you went to college to learn art, or is it all self-taught? Nope, I don't even know if my anatomy is even right. It's all random. I'm not gonna lie to you with things like clothes folds. Wow, so you spent all your free time self-teaching yourself? Or are you a college graduate? I'm 24, information redacted, working in Japan at the moment. So you have a full-time job, information redacted, and you still have time to work on a fan game? Wow. Well, information redacted is 2 to 3 times a day as a part-time thing. So sometimes I have gaps tons of times where I have free time. Damn, if you can do it with her full-time job plus other jobs, what's your excuse? This question I ask has a lot of private info, so I'm not gonna show stuff. I ask, do you live alone or with a group of friends? She answers with yes, she lives with a relative. I follow it up with, understandable. I was thinking how you could do all of that if you live with people. Like, are they distracting? I guess so. I still go out with friends, like I'm not a total shut-in. It's also important to not be too deep into something you love, or else you might unknowingly isolate yourself from others. You need to find the right balance and the right people. So a lot of devs stop at the prologue, and you're one of the few that managed to break the prologue curse. How'd you do it? Pushing through, I suppose? I think I know the answer to why people stop. It's because they get overwhelmed by trial programming. Oh god, I tried making my own fan game and it was just so tedious to do all of it. Like, I have the story in my head and how it's supposed to go, but I just can't go through with all the other stuff. Goes to show that working in a team really helps a lot, and shows which roles each one is suited for. Was there like a time where you're, I don't want this anymore? Well, it's on and off. Like, I work on other stuff too, so. But right now, this is my main focus because I know this is super petty, but I want the people that left my project feeling offended to go, oh, there's new updates and they're pretty good? Damn, those people don't deserve a single bit of recognition from me at this point. Yeah, your latest chapter is pretty awesome. Like, why you make me fall in love with a character and then kill them off, you monster? Thanks. People say love is the strongest force on earth. Yeah, right. Spite is the strongest force on earth. Nothing feels better than being able to rub it in their faces. We talk about other stuff, someone being creepy, but that's too personal, so we'll skip that part. Do you yourself voice in your game? No. Understandable, more work. So how'd you reach out to find VAs? I hired them on a site called Ecoy. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced correctly. You pay them? I thought it was all voluntary. Was it heavy on the wallet? All out-of-pocket prices range. Might spend $100 on the chapter. Trials are gonna be rough though on the old wallet. God damn, you're really passionate about this. Imagine working on a project that takes forever to finish, for free, where you actually have to use your own money, expecting none of the return. You just do it because you love it. Damn. I've read a lot of DR fan games and I like your writing style because it doesn't yap too much and tells only the important bits. Is there like a writing style that inspired you to write that way? Thanks so much, and I think I tried to study the original 2 DRs to match the style. Someone displayed a bunch. How did you feel about the length of the chapter? It was my first full chapter, so I loved it. We talk about spoilers of the game, so we'll skip that part. Because from the articles I've read, passion dies, there is no time, etc. I mean, I've streamlined it. Since to me the writing part is one that takes motivation, so if I bash that out, it's all smooth sailing. I'm like ahead in script by a chapter. So the writing, when I first read it, I thought you had a degree in literature, or did you have prior experience in writing? I mean, well, first of all, thank you so much. Second, I've been drawing manga for like 8 years online now, and I also did take lit in high school. Again, I extensively studied DR, specifically chapter 1. Like I played 2 to 3 times in Japanese and English text whilst I was making the first chapter. I even counted every single non-stop debate and selection in the trial. Do you mind if I show some of your work? Sure, I'll just send a link to my global mix. So if you want to see more of Tatsunami's works, links are in the description. Were there any people that were rooting for you to fail? No, I don't think so. Maybe the people that left, but fuck them. Yeah, it's weird because other people would fixate on negativity and you're like, fuck it, and proceeds to soldier on. I don't give a fuck, like, excuse my language. Like, it's easy to say, ignore the haters, but is that how it actually is? But if you don't like my content, then don't interact with it. Don't play this moral high ground thing when you condescend and make me feel like a bad person for your own beliefs. Wow, fucking love how she's so unhinged with her words. I mean, the Japanese community has really helped. They're incredibly supportive since the game is also out in Japanese text. How are they supportive? Very positive, never interacted with any weird folk. Then we go, why are Western games promoting ugly shit? Skipping that part, but yeah, what happened, Wes? You used to be so cool. Is there like a moment where you just thought, man, this is hard as fuck? Like, what do you do to not lose motivation? Padding? Like, I have the main chapter stuff all done, and I'm like, how do I pad time? And that's how I came up with character name redacted scenes this chapter. From what I've gathered, it's because the Japanese community are supportive, unlike English people. What do you mean? The JP community supported your work a lot, and that's probably helped with your motivation, unlike your English fans who complain about everything. Oh yeah, basically. It's amazing how we were able to have a conversation this long and enjoyably unhinged because of motivation without even realizing it. Tatsunami being excited to talk about her game, the characters, she's really fun to talk to. All because she's able to say fuck off to people that don't like her in her game while getting support from people that do like her. That's why these chat logs are all over the place. One group actively dislikes you while another group actively likes you, and now the dev is making the game to the group that likes them. Then we talk about other fan games and how straight relationships are apparently a menace to society. Also, there's people being angry at shipping. It was also really funny that a Yuri shipper, Yuri means girl on girl romance, in the fanbase got so upset when character name redacted ended up being canonically straight. Like, I don't get shippers. You mad that your ship isn't canon? Like, you're not the author. Why are you angry? Oh my god, I miss the days when drama shit started because of something insignificant like shipping is what made people lose their marbles, or colored OCs made them wage war with each other. Those were fun times. Then we talk more about the Alter Nexus characters. I had a vision of the Japanese audience first and foremost. Feedback really helps me out, so because her motivation was never murdered, she was really open-minded and even asked for feedback of their game, what could have been improved, etc. Your story is more hopeful. Also needing to turn away from the English community. By the way, do you still receive criticisms from the English community? I don't know. I'm not in those circles anymore. I'm sure rumors have spread. I don't really give a fuck though, in all honesty. The game isn't for them. You lost one of your own, you idiots. You lost one of your hard workers in the community. But yeah, I'm exclusively on JP Twitter now. Can't stand the West anymore. Like, I post stuff like this in the server, and I'm just gonna keep drawing things I like. Also, like, I have every right to create whatever I want. If you get uncomfortable, then you have every right to move on with your life. Awesome last words. The story is sweeter and hopeful. You do what you love, you still get support from a community, and you can still say go fuck yourselves to the people that don't like you. Oh shit, fuck, this part of the script isn't finished. Shit, I have to go unscripted here. So this is what happens when you have a community that actually supports your work. Awesome. You continue on with your passion, you continue on with your fan game, you continue on doing the thing that you love because, well, there's a community that supports you. Now, what happens when there's a community that hates you?